The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Mahomes being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, Hill, great grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Burrow now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Dancing to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his... And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2nd down and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Three yards remain for 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Joe Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a give to Mixon. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. That's taken in by Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Pringle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
That catch good for only a couple. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mahomes will throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Mahomes to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hill. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Let's get set. Ready?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.